Welcome to the video, guys. Alright, so today I want to introduce you guys to two of my good friends. Our poor friend over here named Roger, and our good friend over here named George. Alright, we're going to be following these guys for quite a few videos. This is the first video we're going to talk about. In this video, I think you can guess the topic, strength. So, strength, very, very big topic, right? Most guys going to the gym, and girls, they want to get stronger. And I can guarantee you, even though getting stronger might not be the quickest way to get bigger, you can't get stronger without getting bigger, really. You're going to get bigger muscles if you're getting stronger muscles. And everyone should aim to be getting stronger when going to the gym. It's just a great goal. And I think if you keep that at the forefront, it's really going to help you in your fitness journey. So let's hop right into it. This is the most common mistake I see people make when they're trying to get stronger. We're going to call this the law of diminishing returns. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to overcome diminishing returns and achieve progressive overload, which is the base of every workout. Every workout plan should always be focused on a progressive overload. Now, let me explain these to you. See, Roger over here, he's started out in the gym, and we're going to assume he's doing bench press for now. Up here, he's doing 3 sets of 10 at 100 pounds. Now, he does this for 4 weeks. He notices a little bit of change. You can see his muscles a little bit more. His pecs are popping. His arms are more defined. But at the end of the 4 weeks, he's still doing 3 sets of 10 reps at 100 pounds. Over here, we've got George. George is doing 5 sets of 5 reps. And he's doing them at 135 pounds, so a little bit heavier, but less reps. And he does that for 4 weeks. At the end of the 4 weeks, he's doing 5 sets of 5 at 155 pounds. So George, if we kind of break that up in each 4 weeks, he's adding 5 pounds every week. Now that's progressive overload. That means that because his body wants to maintain homeostasis, which is simply this idea that your body wants things to be normal. And when we push it outside of the normal by exerting, it recovers and it changes to adapt to that. Now, Roger over here, his body's adapting to it, but he's not changing to the adaptation. See, he's still doing the same amount of sets and reps, which means he's doing the same weight, and he has the same volume, which is sets times reps. He's doing 30 reps, so he's got 30 reps of volume. Now, although George's volume never changes, he changes one of his variables, which is weight. Changing any of these variables to make it tougher on your body is what we would call progressive overload. Now, because George does this, you'll notice his muscles are getting bigger than Roger's, and he's getting stronger than Roger. Now, that's because George's body, his homeostasis was really challenged every one of those 4 weeks. For every workout he came in, it was really, really tough, because 135 probably felt pretty heavy that first week, but if we assume that he ate correctly, he slept and got the right amount of rest, and he wasn't super stressed out, he recovered really well. And the next week, he was able to try 140 pounds, and guess what? His body could handle that extra 5 pounds now because it had eaten, recovered, and had adapted. It got used to that stress it had on it, and it adapted to be able to handle it, so now it can handle a new and greater stress, and now adapt to that one. And he follows that week after week until eventually his body can't do that anymore, and he needs a rest week, a week to deload. And we take about 4 weeks at a time before we deload. Roger over here, Roger started with his 3x10. He didn't change any of the variables. He kept the variables the same, the volume, and the frequency, and the weight, and he encountered the sad truth that is diminishing returns. And it's pretty simple if you think about it. If you do the same thing over and over and over again, you're not going to see the same results, because his body, although this may have shocked him the first week and been very, very tough, the next week it was a little easier for his body. And by doing the same weight the next week, even though it was easier for his body, it didn't challenge it the same way it had the week before. So it didn't have to grow as much. And then by week 3, it really wasn't challenging him that much, so there wasn't much of a stimulus to grow and change. And by week 4, hey, it probably feels really, really easy. But guess what? He missed out on all that progressive overload, and instead he experienced his diminishing returns. So if you want to get the most out of the gym, you have to be progressively overloading. And this, again, is applying to not only strength, but everything. The simple answer, without getting into a ton of detail, which we will in later videos, so stay tuned and subscribe, the way to train for strength is to do lower reps at around 25 reps complete, right? So not 25 reps at once, but enough sets that your sets times reps is around 25. That could be a 5x5, a 4x6, or even a 3x8. These are going to allow you to get that optimal amount of work, of volume, with a heavy enough weight to challenge you strength-wise. Every week, change one of the variables. It doesn't always have to be weight. Roger could have kept this at a 5x5 or at 135 pounds, and he could have just added a rep each week, doing a 5x5, and then a 5x6, and then a 5x7, and then a 5x8 maybe. Now that's probably a little too much progression. It'll be a little tough for him to keep up, and it would slowly move him out of that strength into what we'll call hypertrophy, which is another topic for later. But the idea is that if you identify these variables of volume, how many sets and reps you have, weight, how much weight the bar is, and frequency, how many times a week you do it, you can really progressively overload any one of those. And that is the key to building strength, using low reps, higher weight. Training it, I would recommend once per week, very heavy like this, and progressively overloading it week after week, assuming you have the proper nutrition, the right amount of rest, you're keeping your stress low, and you're sleeping plenty. And if you guys are interested in any of my programs or want to be coached specifically by me to gain strength quickly and have a clear goal path, check out my description down below. My email is in the description. Feel free to send me an email. We can discuss workout and diet plans to get you on your way. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. We have more videos coming every day to help cover all of strength training, hypertrophy training, and many more things to come in the future that are related to fitness. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Share it with a friend who needs it. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.